Hello, all of you lovely, beautiful people. How we doing? How we doing? We're going to be doing a Changeling stream. So we did Mother Ashtankia. We've done the likes of Yuan Bo. So I was like, do you know what? You beautiful folks deserve a bit of Changeling. We've been in the kitchen, or we've been in the science lab for the likes of the Changeling. Definitely have enough to make a guide. But just wanted to kind of, live stream it and see what you guys are thinking, see what your guys' thoughts are. First and foremost, so let's go ahead and change scenes to here. Let's load the game up, shan't we? So what I'm going to be showing is basically how to destroy the entirety of the Empire in like 8 turns. Alongside that, finishing the scheme within the Empire in 8 turns. So a lot of goodness. So you finish your first scheme in just 8 turns. So it's a pretty solid one, as it's not. The main thing with the Changeling, obviously, he's very overpowered, very very strong. There's a lot of lack of threats. But Leon Davies, good to see you. David, good to see you. And the Ice Wolf, the greatest of says, it's Battlesey. Indeed, I am indeed the greatest of says. So we are playing a Thoric campaign on Twitch at the moment, so we'll be doing that a little bit later on. Very much enjoying playing him. You can always trust the Dowie to be good fun. So let's just chuck Ultimate Crisis on. But on fairness, it really doesn't matter, because most of the time you'll snowball way too quickly anyway for Ultimate Crisis to do anything. And plus they can't even fight you, so it doesn't matter. But how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? I'm still getting used to live streaming on the old YouTubes. Still very much a newbie at it, but can you guys hear me okay? I hope you guys can hear me, because there's a couple more steps when it comes to streaming on YouTube, right? There's a couple more steps when it comes to streaming on YouTube. You've got to do, you've got to start streaming and then start the broadcast. So that was something that I had to learn. That's the reason I was a little bit late, is because it's like, oh, by the way, you got to start the actual thing itself as well. And I was like, right, okay, that makes sense. So we already start off with Flensburg. Flensburg is fine when it comes to the likes of the parasitic buildings, but not something you really need necessarily long term. So yeah, let's go ahead and take Needling, and we'll show the strategy and do what we need to do. Sounds okay to me. Happy to hear it. Thank you so much. Appreciate you clarifying. So the Flamers, one of the best things about the Flamers is they shoot over the likes of Blue Horrors. I think Zangors are a little bit too big, but should be fine. We'll jump in. Fight it as always. Interested to see what form I get, though. Because I feel like this game is heavily reliant on, or the Changeling early on. How much you can snowball is dependent on who you get given. For example, if I was given Karl Franz, which out of 2 of the 3 campaigns I've done for the Changeling, I've been given Karl Franz. Although I think he's awesome, love Franzi to bits. He obviously has no potency in comparison to a mage would have. But still very strong once you've got, I'm you but better, and things like that. So it's, Karl Franz is not too bad of an option. Still a relatively solid duelist. Still relatively solid, but how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's alright. Go ahead and sit you guys back here. One of my toxic traits when I play Zinch is I always get the chariot killed by accident. Just through not paying attention in the slightest way, shape, or form. Yeah, it is what it is. So in this one, you can easily just run up and just start fighting them. As here's where Searing Doom has an insane amount of value. And we have obviously a lot of barrier we can walk through. Because the crossbow's behavior is actually quite strange. Sometimes they'll start shooting you, but other times they'll just do this and just walk into melee. So yeah, I really don't know what the dealio with them is. They're definitely confusion. Overcaster here. And then we can start getting winds of magics on the go. And you know what? I'm feeling. Let's feel it. Bring up everybody else. Usually you can do an absolute ridiculous amount with just your lords, but Changeling in Venice only has a very small barrier in compared to Kairos, for example. I remember the days when Zinch had an even stronger regeneration of barrier. It was the release of Warhammer 3, and my god, it was so savage. It was so goddamn savage. Like, it was one of those things where you knew as a fact that you'd be screwed over. Because if you thought anyone was Zinch and they came out of combat for like a second, it was like, oh, yeah, now they... Okay, yeah, so it seems that they have regenerated full HP. Okay, that's good. Nice to know. Also, I'm curious to see how many people would be interested in doing watching multiplayer content. I would be interested to see how many people would want to watch multiplayer content. Because I am actually wanting, since I'm now a full-time content creator, I'm going to try and attempt to get as good as I possibly can do at multiplayer. You know, at my peak, I was top 4 in the world, but in domination, but that was obviously a ladder. So my goal would be to try and attempt to, my goal would be to try and attempt to become a very good contender within Turin's tournaments. That's what a goal of mine will be. And I'm going to make sure to kill as many of these guys as we can. The reason for that, hey Maxis, it's not indeed Twitch. Yeah, on the old tubers. Always good when I can... main goal is to try and be better at YouTube. I'm going to try my best to become way better at YouTube. So, including better videos and things like that. The recent videos I released were kind of a little bit more of an experiment. Just to see what people enjoyed. It's annoying because you have to kill at least 75%, otherwise you get, like, really low experience. Hey, Fnatic, what's up, dude? Lovely to see you, as always. Lovely to see you, lovely. Hey, Sinks, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. One thing I've noticed is that YouTube chat is way quicker. Like, I feel like in some ways, like, the notifications over there, like, the chat over there is, like, delayed, but I feel like the YouTube chat is really quick. I feel like it's like, boom, 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 boom. I feel like it's very, very swift. And the delay is way less. I'm pretty sure you can stream on YouTube with way less delay. Yo, Richard, how are you doing, buddy? Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Nice. 0 losses, symbiotic. So, fun fact, what you need to do... hey, up, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. The most important thing when it comes to this cultist, guys, who has a good idea? All my Twitch homies will know what I do. They'll have seen the MLG strategies we do. There is only one settlement that you should go to in the early stages of the game as the Changeling with this cultist. And the biggest one here is... Castle Drakenhof. Always send a symbiotic cult to Castle Drakenhof because there's an RNG that they'll get a gold mine and you'll make an insane amount of money in the early game. And Jago, what's up, buddy? You'll make an insane amount of money from them. Does delay your form, but you shouldn't fight anything for a while anyway. Can you change your nickname on YouTube? I'm not sure, Richard. I'm not sure, buddy. Maybe you'd have to change your channel name or something? I actually have no idea how YouTube does things. I'm still very much a pleb. So, one thing as well. This is something I don't see enough players do. The difference between the symbiotic variant of percentage chances to spread the cult and the actual parasitic, it's double. Parasitic is actually double, although the maintenance cost is an additional 50. Doesn't matter. Way better. But you do want to make sure you want to make sure you're building this. And we got a little bit unlucky that the tier 1 was actually the income instead of the Agent's Hollow because it's randomized. Hey, Koyu. Always had my cultist towards Xanagrund. Instantly took a 3k more income. Koyu, here's the difference, right? It would take ages to get over there. And if you do the scheme correctly, the Empire scheme correctly in 8 turns, guess what happens? You get 3 cultists in the area. And they will spawn, I believe... where is it? They'll spawn around here. It's somewhere around here, and you can just send... No, apologies. It's around here somewhere. Yeah, it's here. You'll have 3 cultists spawn here. Once you finish the scheme in 8 turns, and you can then send to Xanagrund, and then you send to Mount Gunbad, and you send to Kazakarak. And then you'll have about 5 to 6k income just for free. So from a money perspective, this is 100% optimal. Obviously, there's only one tech tree option. I go loads of blues because I'm confident to use blues, as I think they're literally one of the most broken units ever. There's going to be 2 more turns. We guarantee 2 tier 3 symbiotic ones because it's a capital. So we'll get the diplomacy one and we'll get the money one usually. I think from all the attempts I've done so far, that's always been the one it gives. And then now what we want to go is in generating the cult supplies, because the cult supplies, keep in mind, is basically what determines how quickly you can and what you can build in your cults, because you need cult supplies for everything. And we could also go into Zangors, which I wouldn't be opposed to. Can edit your name and channel settings? Yeah, Starhammer, what's up, buddy? There you go. You can edit your channel name and the channel settings. And now we go Zangors. So since we got unlucky with Needling, we don't have the requirements to upgrade this to the next tier of the book. It's not worth getting a little bit more money. So we have the flexibility to go Zangors turn 1 here. This will help a lot as well. Oh, Richard, what's up, handsome? Got your nick back? Nah, that makes sense, bud. That makes sense. Right. Now, these guys are going to get destroyed anyway, so let's squeeze money out of them. Who else, who else, who else? Who else wants it? If I speak to maybe Corone, who you war with?
This is Bretonia. I am its
Declare war on everybody. Because there's the Changeling. It literally does not matter. Whoever you're at war with, you can just declare war on everyone you want. You could just do an Ultimate Crisis. Declare Ultimate Crisis turn 1. Fight everybody. Literally doesn't matter. As this game is broken, and the Changeling is never at worries, or never in problems. So I'm just going to go around getting as much money as I need. Because already I'm going to start snowballing and just get an absolute bazillion amount of monies. So you'll see that we'll probably end up with 5,000 plus. So let's just keep going around declaring war on people. Did I declare war on these guys? No. 800 from that. Are we already at war with Bloody Spears? We are. Eric Ziflin, Baston, sure. 500. And then let's go to you. Let's go to you. Carignon, yeah, sure. Declare war on you. Not a problem. 1.1k. We'll take that. Don't worry. And then since we now have a settlement in the Empire, the visibility we have is insane. Van Rictus, yeah, go on then. 900 for that. I'll take it. I could probably be more optimal with what I'm declaring war on, in fairness, but... The 500. Since we have so much visibility, let's have like rock skulls. I doubt who you war with. Only rock skulls. I think if I were to delay it, I could probably get more money, but how much are you offering? Yeah, it's not worth it just yet. Now the Empire. Let's have a look. Let's go speak to Cal Friends now. I'm going to be curious to see how much money we've made at the end of this. Midland actually might be able to give us a good chunk of change. Well, on you, 1k, we'll take that. And then let's go towards Sylvania. Declare war on you. Over 800. So this is one of the most broken things about this campaign start. Museum, diplomacy, short, declare war on you. Festus, Hoshland, yes, go on then, lad. Give me that. Who else are we at war with? We've already signed a non-aggression with these guys, so I'll be careful. 500 from you. What else can we do for money? Did Black Venom did I get non-aggression with Black Venom? I go check real quick. Black Venom. No, I didn't. I just declared war on somebody. Okay, good. And then do through you. So I'm just showcasing how unbelievably broken this faction is. Really, is the goal of today's stream, and you guys are gonna love it. Hopefully. So now for you, another 1,000. Because it's just the. It's one thing that every player should understand and leverage is knowing how much you can squeeze out value-wise just from the information you get given. Like, the amount of information and the amount of things we get shown from a diplomacy point of view is unbelievable. And as long as I'm next to a cult building, we'll be hidden from all the armies that I'm at war with, so at no point am I in trouble. And plus, you've got to remember that AI is, generally speaking, how they prioritize the player is going towards a settlement. And unfortunately for them, I have none. So as we can see, let's declare war on Scrag as well. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Rocket Moon, yeah, done all that. So now we have 16,000 gold. I think, yeah, perfectly balanced, and there's no issue with that in the slightest, surely, guys. Surely there's no problem there. Yeah, there's surely not a problem, the fact that we just made 16,000 on turn 1. Yeah. I think there's no issue there, right, guys? And we're recruiting in Needling. We're getting Zangors, so we're able to recruit a really powerful Zangor faction. There's no issue at all here. I think it's probably the most I can do, honestly. That is probably the most I can do.
By the light
Although I could probably min-max it by declaring war on specific people
you are a gift
first.
in my ring.
Imagine certain factions like, for example, Thorgrim would have probably given me way more money declaring war on the Bloody Spears. For example. Well, as good as any Dowie? Yeah. Right, there you go. So I think that's a good turn 1, guys. What do you think? I think that's a pretty goddamn good turn 1. Pretty good turn 1. And we'll have a bit of Red Bull for that. We deserved it. It is nice and easy peasy. But yeah, Stormhammer, I appreciate it, bud. Thank you for... like I said, I literally didn't know. Ask any Dowie? Yeah, any Dowie will know. Always dig deeper. That's the Dwarves' motto. Always dig deeper. That is their, that's their spiel. If you can dig deeper, do it. And we'll attack the Beastmen because it's choreographed that they'll always be here. Nice. And what we can do... I quite like going towards teleport, but it's not everyone's cup of tea, which is understandable. I'm a big fan of replenishment rate, as replenishment rate is pure suffering usually for Zinch. Always an auto-resolve because my units are really ridiculously good. Although it's one of those things where it doesn't necessarily matter, as if we were to fight them or not, it generally doesn't matter. We'll go Am You Just Better, and then we're going to go towards Full the Wind. So Route Matcher has no value just yet, because I can reach... I'm not going to be able to reach this turn anyway. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and camp, move forward a little bit. We're on a road, so we'll have a lot more movement. And then we're just 2 turns away from making a symbiotic cult in here. Alright. And then... Lad gets up war with anybody else, we'll utilize him for more monies. The bag of holding protecting must be shiny now. True. True, must be very shiny. The Moon Howlers.
Bloodthirsty. I've been looking forward.
So yeah, this is also why you want to declare war on people. Once you have a strength rank that's quite high, people will want to naturally peace out with you. So it's also another really easy catalyst of getting a lot more stuffs. So Alberic is going to go towards Workbad, but it should be easy peasy, lemon squeezy to take. He is... I mean, it's Empire units versus Giga Chad Zinch units, so we don't need to worry doing now. The horrors and the nightmare that the Empire units in general will have to suffer against is kind of crazy to think about. Like, if you think about it, the Empire is, like, bordering so many evil things. It must be horrible. A Bretonnian must be way worse, because a Bretonnian's life is worth significantly less than that of a horse. So here we go, Symbiotic Cult, this is what I was meaning. And so here's the biggest kicker, right? Ooh, Manfred's very good, dude. That is a very, very, very good form to take. And as we saw, we have the 100% income, and then we also have the diplomacy with Vlad eventually. So this is huge, and hopefully they'll build... Okay, they've built this, so 375 for now. This will just keep amplifying and snowballing up. But here is the kicker, folks. Here is the kicker. We already have a -70, so let's get ourselves this building in here. Plus 5 Zinch corruption, because you got to remember, corruption will reduce the other corruption of everything else by -5 once it's 100%. The next turn, this will be -5 for all of the corruptions, and this will counteract that corruption alongside spread corruption, will allow us to get this to 75 corruption in only 3 turns, which will fundamentally do this scheme over here, giving us a trickster riff if you want to start zooping away to other places, if we so choose to, and we also get immunity to vampiric attrition. And it's obviously better as well. Any point to improving relations with your host is Changeling? 100%, and the only reason I say that is because I'm going to start putting them around the area here, because my ultimate goal here is to create and make the entirety of the Empire into descending into civil war. Them descending into civil war will make it so Vlad is just like licking his lips, sitting in the back line, just like, alright boys, we're about to take the entirety of the Empire for my own. Pretty much. So he will absolutely crush everybody. We'll become Manfred, which now means we'll probably be able to just solo the entire army. I think Manfred now will probably be able to solo this settlement. I'll show you how to do it easier. Because there's a couple things here and there that will make your life a little bit easier. But yeah, so you can, if you know that the settlement's going to be taken to somebody that you want to be friends with, having that building in there to preemptively start getting relations with them is huge. It's so huge. So it helps a lot, man. It helps an awful lot. It's one of those that will vastly snowball, or rapidly snowball you. And yeah, I'm hoping this stream can be utilized and just showcased how to min-max like crazy as a Changeling, because your boy's been in the lab, like I said earlier, and I was trying to figure out the best ways of snowballing, just so people can use it for themselves, you know? Right. The best side to fight on is this one, because there's no towers to shoot us. Boom. Grab you there. Grab you, grab you. And now you got to remember, we can do the most of this fight now with the fact that we have Manfred's form. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the Changeling up here, as I need to be smart with my resource usage. This is new to this patch. The AI is actually shooting Legendary Lords more than not. Since we're putting threats on them, they're going to start being a little bit worried about holding the line on the walls, which will now make it so that I can just use the Changeling. I'm going to send him in, use the 600 barrier, transform into Manfred, let him heal up crazy. All the while, we're just dropping Searing Dunes on top. You can't create cults without being at war with them. Nope, you know, you can do it easily. You can do them through spreading. So you have the symbiotic, which is 4%, I think 8%, and 16%. And you have, and it'll spread into them. If you have a hero, you can just put the hero into the settlement without being at war with them. Although they'll dislike the fact that you've done that, but you still can still do it. So Searing Dooms into the high tier units that we have here. If they get close enough to me, I'm going to bounce this off the wall. So if I cast this like here, it should bounce off and do double damage, like so. And then now, since we've used our barrier, let's transform. Get Manfred in here now, because Manfred should have... Oh, he doesn't have Hungering. Okay, interesting. Okay, I need to level him up a little bit further. Right, good to know, good to know, good to know, good to know. Right, good to know. I need to level him up a little bit further for him to have Changeling. For him to have, excuse me, Hunger. Did you try the Ostanka trick? I sent the guides also to Mercy. Yeah, no, I was playing around with it, but I saw Mercy made the video, so I was like, I'll just let Mercy have it. I saw Mercy make it quicker than I did. I had way too much to do last night. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get around to it. At least Manfred will be able to kick his butt, but I appreciate you sending it across. It's very, very cool. Bring all the blues up because they'll have a lot of health to play with. AI's been a little bit smarter with how they who they're moving over. Let's get the chariot over. It's very risky because you can very easily send you over here and knock the crossbowmen off, because once you have the units that can actually knock entities off the wall, they'll start running away. I don't really blame them. The cockatrice will probably just knock these buggers off. Like, look, the second you get close to them, they'll start panicking and run away. Because, naturally, anyone that gets knocked off of the wall... Whoa! Dude, that was a synced animation, wasn't it? That cockatrice just destroyed that crossbowman. That was dope as hell. That was hella dope. Okay. Manfred's not considered a caster yet, because we need to level up a little bit more. Yeah, Hungering is like a must. Obviously, but Manfred's form is obviously stronger than... oh my goodness, that is a lot of blue fire. Yeah. Surprisingly, it's been relatively difficult to beat this Empire dude up. We need these buggers to stack up a wee more. We need these buggers. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Get the volleys in and send them into melee. Yeah, surprisingly, Manfred's actually kind of struggled to win this. You'd think he'd completely crush an Empire captain with the stat line they have, but as he is pretty much stronger in every single way. And they traded relatively evenly. Let's grab all these guys. I'm just going to send them into melee. Ooh, it's really risky firing with the chariot here. Cast into here. Although I don't think that's going to be a very good cast because they'll run away from it, but they are very stacked up together. Yeah, there's still a lot of entities still attached to one another. Let's get the blue fires in. Get the blues in. Let's get the boys in blue in. I guess Sigmar protects. Evidently so, my friend. Evidently so. Sigmar doth protect indeed. Beautiful chariot damage. Now I'm very careful. I want to be careful with the positioning of the chariot now. Watch them trickling as well. Looking for the Searing Dooms like over here. Cockatrice has terror as well. It's honestly nuts having double terror. In the early stages of the game, having double terror against the likes of Empire units that have already very low leadership is so bonkers. It's a threshold of like 14 leadership or something they'll terror out. And you have fear as well, which reduces their leadership too. It's like it's a double whammy of pain. You'd love to see it. So hopefully the flamers will just shoot over. They should be able to, because all blues are way smaller. Yeah, here we go. Pew pew. Bills should start raking in once they start having fun with it. Yeah, once we get Hungering, which should only be a couple levels, which we'll get from this. The Manfred is not as good as I thought. To begin with, you just need a couple levels under his belt. 2 Sources of Terror, yeah, 2 Sources of Terror is bonkers. Nice, we killed the General as well, so that's leadership debuffs as well. We're going to be careful with the flames, man. You know what, Overcast here, but he's miles away, isn't he? Oops. Still going to be relevant? Yeah, that is a very relevant Searing Doom, because the AI is too clumped together, so they won't be able to run away from it. Oh, that was juicy. And the Flamers coming in as well. Now that is pure juice right there. Put that in a frame and... Put that in a picture and frame it, honestly. Absolutely beautiful. Just look at the sheer mass routing of the Empire, man. Poor buggers. Can't really blame them, though. You cannot really blame them. I don't want to run in like that as well. And here's the advantage of the blues being so small. Just shoot over them. I love the blues. Plus they'll be spawning bullets too. Turn the game into a catch game. Yeah, he definitely trivializes a lot of things. That's for sure. We should be shooting anything we can, lads. Lay down the tower as well. Although it might be a mistake with this far into the fight because they'll build a higher tier into it. The AI is actually pretty smart at doing that. If they do have enough resources, they'll start building a way high tier in it. Nice. So we're just methodically crushing them bit by bit. I'm going to go back to the Changeling, get a bit of a barrier, plus the pink fire of Zinch is going to be way more useful here. Wow, interesting, and it's actually on cooldown, because when I casted it before I went into form, it's still on CD. Beautiful damage. Alright, now. Time to murder kill to the yes. Going way more clean this time around. Nice methodical approach. Love to see it. There's Angos over here as well. Ooh, that was a goodbye pink. I mean, I'm turning to a Skaven here, it seems. We're very much taking some Skaven methodology with this friendly fire. Ickit Claw would approve. Not sure my team approves, but Icaclaw certainly will. Not sure my own units approve, but hey ho. You know, you got to deal with the cards you dealt. But this should be more than okay. Gotta be very careful for archers and things like that. Sneak him over. He's still like honestly, the Changeling is not that bad of a melee fighter, honestly. I'm actually quite impressed with him in general. Nice, that's another unit shattered. Let's go towards the archers. Literally the only threats here are the archers. There's not really much threat here. Swordsmen are really easy to beat. So the only slight concern I should always have is the crossbowmen, excuse me, shooting us. Or any ranged unit, really. In truth, where the Empire actually has something that's relatively solid. You equip something with an ability on them, Fidman Rod, Helm of Discord, and use the ability, and all of their spells reroll. Seems like a glitch. Oh, really? That definitely doesn't seem ideal, yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem intentional. That capping stuff now. So just slowly making our way through them. Beautiful flamers damage. What do you guys think of the siege changes? I, for one, am happy with them. I, for one, like the siege changes. I'm no longer punished for wanting to defend a settlement. I think the next thing to address would be the size of the garrisons, if we wanted to be pragmatic about it. Okay. The law resolve sieges when you can. Really? I actually don't mind sieges. But there has been a couple moments where the AI has behaved very stupidly. Like one of the videos that I released like yesterday, the AI has been the worst I've seen in a very long time. That's our most bonus. Lovely jabbly. Look at that. We hardly lost anything. Hardly lost anybody. Beautiful. And then that gives us what we need now to get the spells from Vlad. Apologies, Manfred. If only it was Vlad, I'd much prefer Vlad. But Manfred has 2 schools of spells. So he has a lot more availability and a lot more options to him. A lot more. So remember when there was when minor settlement battles were a thing, I did actually auto-resolve a ton of those. I got so sick and tired of doing so many minor settlement battles that I was like, dude, I'm just gonna AR this. Symbiotic Cult. Nice, we high rolled the Ancient's Hollow. Big. And then now, all we gotta do, boys, it's as simple as this. Go into here, or we go top of the class. More spell intensity. But no, I think armor and speed is probably gonna be quite nice, Manfred. Fine with the current increase of garrison by 1 unit. There'll be a small increase patch by patch. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good way of looking at it. Alright, now Zangors. And then once this is built in 2 turns, we can then finish the scheme that's over here. Make an alliance with Throt to steal her from him. Not the form, but the actual hero. Yeah. I suppose you could probably quite easily do that if you declare war on Kislev through him. Hey, Jacob, what's up, buddy? I saw those, but I have questions for you since you played more. Yeah, no worries. Is it just me, or AI on campaign map got way better? Oh, 100% way better. 100% way better. AI on the campaign maps, improvements overall, has gone up significantly. The AI within battles seems to have degraded quite significantly. So they basically had a little bit of a flip there. The AI campaign, very much thumbs up. Love what they're doing. The battle AI seems to be a little bit worse, from what I'm experiencing right now. The AI on the campaign map are making very smart decisions, but I think due to the fact that they reworked some of the sieges, the AI is not as intelligent / doesn't know as much to do. Because I've had occasions where they don't even try and take the victory point location, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, I'm literally winning this match. You're just gonna not take it, and you're next to it. So in some ways, it trivializes. Hold on, how many turns? If I were to force match, it'd be 2 turns instead of 3.
100 leagues at a stride.
I also really dislike how bad it is resource-wise. I mean, I could recruit another army to recruit. I mean, we have so much money because we've declared war on so many people. Our next turn, we'll recruit a lord over there. We have enough units here. We've got the front line we need. The blues will be replaced by the Zangors because the amount of value you can print out just from casting continuously. Do you want to do it to them? Yeah, I'm going to go with the Enforcer's Abode. It's the better variant of the Bird Box, as it's basically double chance. So it's 12% instead of only 6%. Yeah. So you actually have a very, very realistic chance of it spreading. Only issue is obviously the discoverability is very high, but you don't really necessarily have to worry about that. I'll demolish that in there. Because we don't want more discoverability in the area. And then when we can, I'll be throwing in another building in there. We just need this for now. I'm going to show you the MLG move, guys. Don't worry. I will show you, beautiful folks, the MLG move. So if I yeah, I'm going to move to here, then recruit a couple Zangors. What I'll do instead is get rid of a blue and then put in 3 more Zangors. Makes it so much easier. Yeah, the cheeses that you can do with the Changeling is absolutely beautiful. I love what you can do with them. They've made some really, really dope changes. Like, I don't know, the thing is, Cathay Lords, right, that can fly, are considered as flying units, even in human form. So they might have to do something similar for the Changeling if they wanted to counter it. Hold on, space. Yeah, just here I can recruit. So, get rid of one of the blues. You will do 3 more Zangors. I do not agree with you, but did you notice the AI walk into your range using force match? No. I mean, keep in mind, the AI will walk towards you without having visibility of where you are, right? So they'll be behaving as if they don't know where you are. And they shouldn't know where you are. So like, now we have this building in here. You can see that we're getting 5's inch corruption, but it's cancelled out by this. So, simply put, all we'll need to do is... Guys, what would you rather see? A Chaos Sorcerer or a Herald of Zinch? What do you guys prefer? What do you guys prefer? It doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. I don't think I'm necessarily going to use them that much. But whoever types it first, I'll use them. If any of you guys type it. If not, I'll go with the Sorcerer Lord, because their armor is what makes them pretty strong. Yeah, Vigor Loss is not too bad. I'll do Vigor Loss. You snooze, you lose, boys. And then now what we do is we go into changing the ways, spread corruption, click on this army, perform. And then now, as you can see, I'm gaining 25 Zinchun corruption every turn. So turn 8, and that'll be finished. And that means turn 6, turn 7, turn 8. Yeah, we'll finish the ultimate scheme off at turn 8. Good stuff. Turn 8 ultimate scheme. You already know, boys. You already know. Just how we do it around these parts. Just how we do it. Hey, Clover. Did I switch from Twitch? No. I stream on both. I stream on both of them. I'm basically doing streams on both, as I always feel really bad because a lot of people comment on my YouTube videos, and I feel like I want to get to know people on my YouTube side more, if that makes sense. And now I'm a full-time content creator. If you don't know, I was made redundant on Thursday, so decided to take the plunge and jump into full-time content creation. I'm like, I have more time now, so I feel like I shouldn't have as much difficulty streaming full-time. On both sides. Move further away. Ambush mode, and as you can see, 25, so 2 more turns and that's finished. Is there anyone I can speak to? I think I already declared war through you, didn't I? Basement I have no money anyway.
Change.
But no, I'm very much looking excited. I'm very much feeling excited, you know, to speak to you wonderful folks more often because, like I said, I don't really get a chance to speak to my YouTube audience, unless obviously they watch me on Twitch. But trying to find the perfect hybrid. Trying to find that perfect hybrid. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because what I'm ideally going to want to try and do is either I make YouTube video or I stream on YouTube daily. Is the plan. So either video comes out or I will stream. Is my goal. Mm-mm. These guys honestly should probably be able to take a seat back because Dangles are broken. I wonder who'd be faster. I think the Changeling would be faster by default. I think movement-wise, I think Changeling definitely swings. Good looking full-time streamer. Oh my god, you're my very first hyper chat. Thank you so goddamn much. Is it called hyper chat or hype chat? Oh, super chat. Sorry, it's super chat. Thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you're my very first, what was it called again? I'm still learning YouTube terms. Super chat. Thank you so much. I'll need to get the alerts and things like that set up as well, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Alright, there we go. Alright. Hey, Fez, how we doing, bud? Good to see you. Because what I'm going to try and do is make cool remotes as well. Super tech sounds cool, yeah. Super tech. But yeah, I appreciate the kind words, Clover. Appreciate the kind words. I want to unlock formation if they'll walk forward this way. They should do, right? Yeah. Good. Look at the barrier silver shields coming in clutch. Probably best to full stream, to full-time stream on YouTube. I disagree, and the only reason I say that I disagree currently is my majority of my audience is on Twitch, right? I average at the moment about 120 to 130 viewership on Twitch. You know, I've streamed a lot longer on Twitch, where that's where the majority of my audience is. But if YouTube were to pick up in that sense, then yeah, I mean, it might make sense then. But, you know, I've consistently streamed on YouTube, on Twitch, excuse me, for a long time. I'm partnered over on Twitch. Surprisingly, I'm in the top 0.2% of all people on Twitch. It's Kikasu. Oh, amazing! Hey, Kikasu. Kikasu, lovely to see you, buddy. For some reason, my daughter has a YouTube set up on my phone. Oh, fair enough. No worries, buddy. No worries. Thank you again. You get a random nice lord? Yep, we got Manfred. Which I think Manfred's pretty solid, honestly. We get his... oh, he gets Arcane Conduit from default. Okay, I'll take that. So Hungering, the thing that's the one I like the most. Look at these Zangors. We've lost one Zangor so far. I think Manfred is definitely one of the best you can get. Point Redeemers are nice too. What, on Twitch? Yeah, Point Redeemers are dope. We'll be doing the wheel stream. I know you guys missed the wheel stream. So if any of the homies on Twitch, we'll be doing the wheel stream again. Basically where you guys can make me suffer, pretty much. Wow, we are beating this guy up. This is sort of what I expected last time. Nice. I need to check something. I think something weird's happened with the AI difficulty. I'll need to check that after this. You also got Manfred, you played me the other day? Nice, dude. Yes and no. I feel like Twitch has always gonna have a bit of a better consistency. Well, not consistency, excuse me. Always a better case in that respect, because my viewerships from Chaos Dwarf on YouTube is down about 80%. So roughly about 80% less viewership since Chaos Dwarfs. For example, I had about 2 million views. Yeah, about 2 million views around the time of Chaos Dwarfs, and around the time of Shadows of Change, it's been about maybe 300,000. There's 10 times less. No. Maybe two 500, 250k-ish. Nice. Disc. What do we want here? And I'm not saying that as a pity pat. I'm just saying that's, that's reality of content creation. People are interested in it. There is a insanely large correlation between the game being in a really good state and having a lot of content to play and people wanting to watch it and play it, Like Immortal Empires came out, 102k players played. Chaos Dwarves, 75k. Shadows of Change, 33 peak. Resources. Wow, only 25 wins of magic sucks. We need 1,000 faces and we'll be happy, bunny. Warhammer replies. We don't need to go around match just yet. Thought about this before, yeah. We're still okay over here, yeah? Yep, still should be fine to get these inch corruption to finish that off. This is 2 turns, right? Yep, 2 turns. Could go with this, but the maintenance cost is going to start getting a bit annoying. But yeah, turn 8 we should be in a position where we're finishing the ultimate scheme. As it's over on the negative. Blizzard. I mean, one of the funniest things that I read about Overwatch 2 review is the guys that make porn for Overwatch work harder than developers. And that was the highest upvoted negative review. I thought that was pretty damn funny. I actually don't need to fight Carl Franz here. I'd rather walk towards Altdorf. If I attack Franz now, it'll delay me finishing this off. Also, you won't be able to see me. As long as we're inside... Oh, never mind. We're too near to Altdorf, so the zone of control of the region of Grunberg no longer is hiding us. Whereas there's none in Altdorf, because you need a Trickster cult to do so.
Who shall I be today?
Yeah, next time we'll take that. The best and most genuine comment I've ever heard, yeah. And then look at this. 938 already. We're making 938 from this settlement already. And they don't even have any gold or money buildings in here. Like 0. Oh, no, they have this, I guess. But there's no gold in here yet. And next turn... Wait, hold on. Local other armies. There's an army here making it... screwing me out. It should be fine. It should be fine. We have another 3 turns. No, it's delaying us finishing the thingy now. This is the first time this has happened. This is the first time this has happened. There's a local army here that is stopping the corruption by a little bit. So yeah, it'll be turn 9, but that's fine.
Deceiver.
Looks like a turn 9 finish, but I'm okay with it. Usually I can do it turn 8, but in fairness, turn 9 is more consistent because you can recruit more units. Okay. And then outdoor scheme will be this one. Sack or construct a ravaging host. So sacking is putting a cult in there. It's considered the same. To begin with, it wasn't, but then we gave feedback and was like, yeah, it should putting a cult inside should count as sacking. Okay, he's obviously squeezed on by into Altdorf again. So what I'm going to do is what they call a little bit of cheese. Well, I don't think it's necessarily cheese, but I'm going to attack a Rudy outside. Peace Rudy. Faction you rented units from gets destroyed to keep the units. Oh, really? I suppose it would make sense. Why would they want to go back to a faction that's destroyed? A good shout. Let's have a look if there's any units that have any kind of corruption. No. Ooh, unit mass. That one's a good one. No. None of that. Ancillaries. No. Not recruiting heroes here either. Yeah, look. 73. It's fine. Now the army's, of course, gone. This game is mean. Yeah, we'll attack the Rudy Blaze. Hopefully we'll bring all of them out into a fight onto a land battle. Which we have done. Interesting, the game is considering this a decisive defeat. Usually you're able to fight Karl Franz to begin with. But in this context we're not able to. But we've got mainly Zangors, and I don't think this is that bad. Decisive defeat, you say, game? I shall let them know what fear means. I shall show them the pain and the suffering. And they're spawning right next to me as well. Yep, they're boned. They're in a lot of trouble. As you got to keep in mind, we have two sources of terror. So as long as we have Changeling and the Cockatrice on like opposing sides of it, I should auto-resolve. I should trust auto-resolve. I think this is easy win. 2 full armies? Nah, it's an easy win, boys. Trust me. This is the easiest win of my life. La 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 la. The easiest win of my entire career. Buttons over here. There's not enough units behind me to be too concerned. Interesting, we're stalked. Why are we hidden? I understand when we have a 15, like greater Winds of Magic or 15 or above, we have stalk, but oh, now we're not hidden. Oh, we're genuinely hidden from the AI. One is very efficient, yes sir. And since we've gone Zangors, it makes it easier as well. So the Terra Source is here. We also have the Terra Source that is going to be Changeling on this side. And keep in mind, if you're actually getting pressured by people coming into the battle, if you move your units towards the actual spawn line, it stops them spawning in. I kid you not. It basically refuses to let any units spawn in if entities are touching the spawn line, because they're like, well, hang on a second, this guy's spawn camping. We're not going to come into the battle if he's spawn camping us. Or cheeser. So yeah. So in this situation, if I really was in trouble, I could just move these guys up like this, and just not let them in. It's like a really, really, really interesting strategy if you really want to deal with like one of the armies. But you got to have a very good understanding of how reinforcements work, because you'd have to cover every little square they can get in. I think, honestly, Pink Fire Zinch is going to be my best spell option here. Let's go ahead and guard mode you. Guard mode you guys. We're going to right-click on them when we can. And these guys are not going to come towards me, purely because they are outdone by a long way. Zangors will beat up any inventory that they come in apart from greatswords, but that's where the blue horrors will start throwing in and doing a lot of damage. So here we go. Let them in. Beautiful. And then here we go. Here's the wind spells coming through now. Look at that. Instantly terror routed already. Boom, they're off the map. Not a problem in the slightest shape or form. No worries at all, lads. No worries at all. Oh, yes, indeed. Zangor's over. Let's go Searing Doom. They're routed off the map already. No worries. Off your pop, love. It was good to have you. Nice to see you. To see you is nice. I'm going to cast Doggos, mainly because I'm not too worried, because we have relatively armored targets here as well. So just doing the murdering of the kill to the yes for free. I think the Burnings into Chariot is probably friendly firing more than helping, honestly. Go beat up Vlad over here. Could be Manfred over here. A couple of really nice blobs we can use. So now if there was a balance of power bar, it would have been like all the way to their side, and now it's going to be all the way to my side. Look at that. All of them are routed again. Although the only unfortunate thing about this one is it's going to make it a little bit harder to win the actual siege itself, but I'm pretty confident in crushing them. Because we're going to kill an awful lot of the units just from doing this alone. Really didn't get much usage of my... Ooh. These guys are still killable. Even though they're technically routed, we can still kill entities here. There you go, already we've won. Make sure Franz dies. Which we should outrun him. Yep, we definitely do. Okay. Pretty sure this should work, but boom. Alright, victory, I'll take that. I pay more than 15 bucks and acceptable. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Mrs. Aegis, that's your prerogative, you know? You as the consumer have that decision. Put a hex on you, I mean, as the AI. Makes sense, that's like a unique mechanic. A lot of them are still alive, but the main thing we're doing here is we're getting a ton of experience from this, which is the biggest thing. Because experience is determined by the kind of stuff you kill alongside what you're fighting as well. Like 1.7k is pretty solid. And our entire army is going to be full HP. Reminds me, I think this is glitched. There you go.
This action does not have my consent.
So we've stolen our Karl Franz form, but we don't need to use it too much. He's buggered off now. Pyrrhic victory. Wow, they lost a mortar. Oh no, there's still another one here. See, this should now even be Pyrrhic auto resolve, but it should be relatively easy to walk on in and beat him up. Shame about the army ruining it by 2 corruption, but turn 9 is still very, very tasty because it'll allow us to get a couple of regiments around as well. But in sieges, everything will die as well. It's a shame I don't have any flying units, because I could have cheesed the settlement with the Changeling. If I had anybody that could fly. If I had anyone that had the ability to fly, then the Changeling would have been able to cheese over and just fly to the victory point. So a reminder, yeah, always go on this side. This settlement, this part of the settlement is just so much easier to attack. Always seems so weird to have such an insanely large weakness in your settlement. Like they have here, but you know, I'm not the genius architect in the likes of the Empire lands. Although if this is the same guy for me, I'd fire him 100%. Hey, ghouls, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Also, the pictures you shared were awesome, dude. Keep being awesome, ghouls. Good to see you. We'll walk over. Take the gates. We'll also get the Zangors in now because they're not using range protection. The only issue is, depends how close the mortars are. Okay, so this is the mortar line. So, that means... Modirob, the Orb Keeper, has a job to do with some searing dooms. If they want to fire against him, I don't mind that at all. They are welcome to do so. Also, how do most YouTubers like rename things in game? How do I know, like, I've seen, like, Mercy and things like that. They rename people's, rename units after people. I don't know what needs to happen for them to do that. As well as a Kid Kasu, if you want a unit, I'm more than happy to do so, because you are my very first ever Super Chat. If you want your own unit, bud, happy to do. Let's go Manfred style, because we can hungering. Wait, why are they just running away from me? Wait, hold on. Where the mortars gone? I don't see any mortars here. Where'd they put them? Have they They're moving, but I don't know where. Because the banners... Oh, is that them? Oh, they're here. Okay, sneaky buggers. Hey, Pablo. Some pull random names from viewers and some pull names from the subscribers. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Hey, Jericho. I think I'm just going to send this guy into melee because they aren't protecting the mortars at all. I'm happy to fight them. If they rout as well, they'll probably not want to... Oh, here we go. Manfred should be able to heal up a good chunk. Oh, the Changeling, should I say, excuse me. Big. Here. Killing legendary vampire that regenerates by Sigma no. Nice, the mortars are shattered. We're in leisure, usually when people support streaming with money. From lords to heroes. Yeah. Happy to get Kikasu in, which I shall do, like I said. Cementing history for the channel. Yo. There's Zangor's in now. Just Manfred doing Manfred things, really. Having fun hacking away at everybody over here. While good old Moddy Rob the Orb Keeper is killing the mortars. Gotta love Moddy Rob the Orb Keeper. Go. Nice. Little chick. Quick in and out situation. Gonna do another Searing Doom because we have the mana for it. Mana for 2 costs. Ah, shoot. That's a terrible cast. But we should be able to make up for it. Especially with the Zangors coming through as well. Any of you guys playing the new game? What's it called? Starlight? What's the game called? Brain is blanking. Any of you wonderful folks playing it? I was playing it on stream yesterday on Twitch. Very fun game. One of those games that I will easily get lost into though, so it's dangerous. What was a keeper for sure? Yeah, it's a dope name. Favorite form? Bellicore. Bellicore is the best form by a long way. Bellicore is the best form by a long way because he does everything and more. What about you guys? What's your favorite forms? Garfield? Garfield? Who the hell's Garfield? Am I missing something? Garfield? Garfield? Are you guys trolling me? What the hell's going on? I don't know who Garfield is. Garfield? I'm clearly missing a meme here. I'm clearly out of touch. Hey Birdie, what's up buddy? How good would it be to get Festus form afterwards for the Mortis Engine and healing? Is it worth it or is it better to move to the next scheme? Festus obviously form is the best, or it's incredible. You know, it does so much work and it's very, very powerful. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to like drop everything you're doing to get it. You know, it's not that good. I would just say whatever naturally comes to you in the campaign, you can work with, because that's one of the things that the Changeling works well with. You can sort of adapt to whatever's given to you, you know? Even think about hurting them. Yeah, the amount of healing is nuts. The Valkyrie was oddly useful. Yeah, she's a very, very potent large entity killer with her flying. Very potent. Ooh, should bring these guys out. Does Akold's form have the regeneration increases, like, from his tech tree? From his skills? And every time someone did super chat? You can. I actually can do that. I know a way of doing that. I'll happily change the I can change the Changeling if I need to. Because of console commands. Hey, Mike, what's up, buddy? Because of the console viewer in game, you can actually change the name of your legendary lords. So if you guys want me to change the name of Changeling, if you get super chats or memberships or whatever, I can do. I have the power. I have the technology. Already addressed the size of the garrisons. They increased it slightly, although they'll need to do it. Someone mentioned earlier that they want to see them do it bit by bit, and I couldn't agree more. They need to be making very small changes to sieges as the games goes on. You know, I don't want them to just go balls to the wall and make massive changes, then everyone hates it. You know, I'd rather they take the time, make the right decisions, get community feedback, and then figure out what they need to do from there. You'd have reached regain cap against 4+ endgame green skin armies, then I would imagine so, yeah. It's probably got a lot more. Are you guys going to let me in on the Garfield? Who is Garfield? I know Garfield the cartoon, the big old orange cat that eats lasagna. I'm not privy to the meme that you guys are on about. Or is it like patch 4.0 notes or something? I haven't actually watched them. Because for me, those videos aren't that useful, because obviously I've played the game like crazy. But most of the things that are in there I've known already. What if it's similar to like the Daniel meme? Let's go down left. We mispronounced Starfield? Oh, okay, okay. God damn it, guys. I'm being trolled on YouTube already. Didn't take you guys long, did it? Did not take you guys long. Always troll the streamer, I guess. Oh, it's so weird that you can actually retract messages on YouTube. It's pretty cool. It's a good feature. You don't know Garfield the cat? Yeah, of course I do. The big old orange fat cat that loves lasagna. Everyone knows Garfield, surely. I don't think I know anybody that doesn't know Garfield. I feel like Garfield is so well known. Beautiful. Very explicit message, and then you retracted it. You know what, I'm gonna need to get some mods on YouTube. Maybe I need to do like a maybe I need to have an interview process for some mods on YouTube. Doesn't the Garfield? God damn it, dude. Yeah, no, don't know. No idea who's Garfield. I'm gonna double down now. I'm just gonna go with it. Even though I've described exactly whomst Garfield is. Yeah, who's Garfield, guys? So. Yeah, I feel like my knowledge of YouTube streaming in general is very limited. I feel like a big old noob. You can mod for $3,500 a month, very cheap. I don't even get paid that much a month. I get nowhere near that. That'd be like almost, you know, a yearly wage. Just ban certain words and you'll be fine. Start with Garfield. Yeah, good shout. As looks clever from your first super chat. Yeah, that was Kid Cuddy. It's Kid Cuddy, that. He's a viewer from Twitch. Lovely dude. The unholy reality destroyer, orange and black striped cat. True. The incarnation of evil, basically. What will be funny is if we capture this real quick, it'll stop these guys from being able to get back in the settlement and we can just ignore them. That's what we'll do. just because we can. Capture the point as well. Yeah, we're capturing this away to stop those guys from getting back in, because why not, eh? Just because I can. Because what I'm thinking about doing is maybe streaming multiplayer stuff as well. So we could do like a community YouTube day where we play multiplayer against each other. Similar to how we do it on Twitch as well. Do you guys think... Right, so before the Changeling and all that kind of stuff, in like patch 3.1, I think it was, in patch 3.1, I held a 1 versus 7. It was me versus 7 people of my community in Twitch. Do you guys think I managed to win? I think it was like a King of the Hill format, so I had to hold the line for long enough. Do you guys think I won that? A 1 versus 7. One v7, is it winnable? Because the answer to that question is... Yes, we actually did win that one. It was bloody... It was near enough impossible. We don't think your YouTube comments. It's like YouTube, like, you're all the hive mind. The YouTube hive mind. You know, it was really impossible. I got very lucky because I was able to catch somebody off guard, and then I was like able to pick them off bit by bit. You wouldn't if I was one of them. Big talk. I'll do it. I'll do another one soon. I'll happily do another one of those soon. They just try the Blue Scribes and they get insane amounts of magic discount on their spells plus cast items. We'll change quest on the top of that. Yeah, man. The Blue Scribes are hella fun. Abesi, welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to have you here, matey. Good to have you here. Look at that, only lost 172. 6 of the 7 players disconnected. No, that's not the case now. I mean, they were all on Discord, so they were all inside of my Discord talking to each other when they're doing it as well. I've got a good Discord community. All followers of the Raven God are consumed by a hunt for ancient and lapsed knowledge. Yes, indeed. Yeah, 4,000 experience might bring us up to level 10. I know. Need a little bit more. But we get 1,000 faces, which is what we wanted, alongside of top of class. Want to play evil Catherine? I would imagine, yeah. She's very she's not akin to being evil usually. Wait, why does Outlaw only give me a tier 1? Like a tier 1 building. So next turn we'll finish the scheme and then we'll do the battle. Gives us time to replenish as well. We get a steam tank or a pink in here. Do we start getting a steam tank in here? Or a pink? I think a steam tank would be more useful. I think Furies, all their garbage, they'll be needed for the next fight. The Ultimate Crisis fight. Or the scheme fight, excuse me. Chaos Warriors could be useful to start working towards Acold. I hate the idea because we'll eventually start making ridiculous amounts of money, so we don't need to worry too much. They always give tier 1. I think I'm thinking of the cultist. When you put a cultist, it gives you tier 3s. Like with Blue Scribes, some battles do not count their enemies towards their 500 goal. Oh, really? I think if you auto-resolve, it doesn't. The quest should arrive somewhere around here. So this is as far as I can tell, is the most optimal route for the Changeling. Oh, look at that! Already offered 1.4k for peace. Happy to do that. Not a threat to them in the slightest way, shape, or form, but I'll take their money. Right. I have to remember to do this. All right, character list. Right, I'll rename this to Kid Cudi, who was the super chat of earlier. So he can be the Changeling for a little bit. Let me find where it is. It'll be the Changeling. Boom. And then rename. Kid Cudi. No, it's you. Boom. There you go. So we're now Kid Cudi. We're not the Changeling, we're Kid Cudi. Thank you again to the super chat earlier. So this is... Yeah, him starting with the leg biter is annoying as hell. Yeah, we should be able to easily shut down the Hellstorm rocket battery with the range we have. First one was Garfield. No, it wasn't. The only super chat we had was Kid Cudi. The old Midland, Golden Order, Cult of Sugmar, and the Unsmashed Expedition. Are there only 4 Empire factions? I think there is. Wait, yeah, Friends, Gelt, Wolfheart, Borkmar, yeah. Nice seeing you streaming here. Hey, Eldoise, good to see you. And thank you. It's good to be here. What's Cult of Sugmar? I mean, it's Cult of Sigmar, but I've always called it Sugmar. Just because. I blame McCoy on that one. It was when I was doing a head-to-head with McCoy versus Turin and Putin. He called himself Cult of Sugmar. The battle. Should be able to deal with these guys pretty quickly. Send them in. And we can tank a lot of damage here. The good thing is the flamers are going to be lobbed into the likes of... Ooh, we're going to be careful, actually. Cockatoo should go towards the archers. And be careful what they do. Really nice magic options there. Oh, beautiful damage, dude. Holy smokes. Let's transform now. Interesting having Toddy in the fight, like I said, the playable factions. Maybe it's like a Easter egg as to what's to come. I hope so. I'd love to have Toddy as a playable faction. It's me, Toddy! Yeah, let's pull back now. It's me, Toddy! Ooh, raised dead and all that kind of stuff is nutty to have. Yeah, who would have thought vampire magic ain't too bad? Vampire magic ain't half bad. What we'll do is go ahead and lock the Zangors and just send them in now. Same with these boys. Lock and send them in. Because we're getting the blobs we're looking for now. Of that we cannot deny. So here's like the ultimate healing versus healing matchup. And it is kind of funny how it's these guys are level 20. Probably indicating that I should probably be around level 20 to do this. Okay, the blue horrors do not function well with block movement, it seems. Chaos, the story about the Chaos Wars? No, you did not. What is the story, my friend? Pray tell the story. I love metal magic. Is so good, man. Is it related to capital? God damn it. I know shooting single entities that small is not ideal with steam tanks. They won't do much. Basically, he's taking advantage of the fact that he's nuts. Okay. Got him. I love how you haven't done anything like that on... you haven't talked like that at all on YouTube, so on Twitch, I thought I could trust you, but I see how it is. I see how it is. Not once have you spoken like indicating in any way that you do like that, that you do me like that, but it's okay. That's okay. I swear, like, as a streamer, you get really, like, suspicious of stuff like that. So now my guard's up, so you guys are going to have to try hard to get that, to do that again. My guard's up now. Let's move back. Flames are doing so much work. Changeling strats? Oh no, I mean that is fair. It's true. Here's when pain occurs. Here's to shoot the demographic knights at the back there. Or the Zangors just chad and kill everything by themselves. As long as we're putting pressure on their cavalry, we should be A-okay here now. So I'm just going to utilize the blue horrors as the blobs that we need. Oh my! I was not born yesterday. I was not born yesterday. You're gonna have to be better than that. Maxisus, are you interested in fitness? Are you interested in fitness at all? Mage cast over here as well. Where's my mage? It's taking ages to get over here. Nice, big damage. Hey, legendary short to how to. It's good to see you, buddy. Let's move the blues to protect the hit the one in the lot. Stick in your mouth. There's a Canadian guy that watches me. And yeah, he'd always try and like do that kind of stuff, and that's how I learned. Don't kill that guy. You can kill one of them without a problem. You're allowed to kill one without an issue. I have learnt. Unintentionally. Also play the elves.
And that is a good. You know, shame your ancestors this day, legendary short how to. For the damage done, you shall take the Slayer Oath.
And no, I do occasionally, yeah. I don't mind the elves. Much prefer the Dowie, though. I much prefer playing the Dowie. As I'm sure you can probably tell. I know it's not usually seen, but since you're holding it in England, are you going to the Sarkon? Oh, no, I read it out. No! The second I read it out, I know what you're going to do now. God damn it. Go on, then. Have your moment. I thought you were being serious. But I have now realized what you're trying to do there. Go on, sack on these nuts. Go on. Go on, go on. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. It's okay, it's my own fault. It's my own fault. I'm waiting. Loaded auto and War 3 with high elves. Yeah, you can easily confederate. With the latest patch, yeah, there you go. With the latest patch, you can confederate elves a lot easier now, and campaigny stuff a lot easier. Oh yeah, we can recover from this, but we can't afford to make a mistake again. So for demonstration's purpose, I've just done it again. Wait, if that guy dies, we're screwed. Rip my career. We can recover from these. Wait, why did I charge into here with these guys? In what world did I click that? Not my Battlesey, that's all I gotta say. It's not my Battlesey. Actually, this dude's nuts game. Yep, I did indeed. I didn't really read the latest patch notes of these nuts. I didn't read the latest patch notes of these nuts. It seems. Yeah, Legendary, basically, the main thing you want to do is get towards a defensive or military alliance as soon as you can, and then just wait until they start losing fights, and then borrow one of their armies, because the only major determining factor whether or not you're going to be able to confederate somebody or not is if they have a low strength rank, and taking armies away from them reduces their strength rank, alongside making them join wars that they shouldn't be in. Making them join bad wars is a really good catalyst as well to make them weak. What I like to do. Did they deny him? I think they'd probably just consider him a silly manling, really. I mean, I think the majority of the Dowie that have known Sigmar probably no longer lives and don't really give a crap about it. And plus, Gotrek obviously has done a lot of bad things to the Empire and is considered an outlaw. So the dwarves don't really have a massive, like... I don't think they care as much about Sigmar. Hey, Aussie Slime, do you think it's a bug or a feature that the Changeling can't overcast with copied forms in the campaign, but he can do it in multiplayer? It's a good question. I would assume it's not intended. Potentially so. If it's doable in multiplayer, then there've been thought involved in there. So you'd assume it's not intentional. Alright, nice. Turn 9, finishing the scheme. You can do it turn 8, but we got unlucky. Trixie schemes. We only lost the blue horror. Am I Sigmar? Yes. When the end times come, I'll ascend into Karl Franz and save the world. I united the entirety of the Empire tribes together to fight at Blackfire Pass. And Azazel betrayed me because his brother got killed in the Blackfire Pass. It was tough times with me and Azazel, you know? We were good friends, but he ruined my trust at that point.
You shall be my army's rations.
And then here is the reason what you want to do. So the reason why it is so unbelievably overpowered is you want to send 3 Trickster cults into the Darklands here. 3 Trickster cults into the Darklands. And you'll see why. You'll see why. Sigma Balls, god damn it. Sigma Balls, that doesn't even make sense. If it was Sigma Balls, then it would make sense, but Sigma Balls doesn't make sense. Guys, you're really letting the side down with these now. You gotta get better. So now these 3. We'll send 1 to Mount Gunbad. How'd you get a steam tank? Ultimate scheme for well, basically just take out the orphan, you'll start be able to recruit them. Move it here. So Kazakarak with 1, and then Mount Gunbad for 1. And then Xanagrund with the other. And this alone will make us probably over 2,000 to 3,000. And that's where we sustain a secondary army.
The Changeling.
Wow, Kazarek just beat Franz up, it looks like. Oh no, we beat Franz, didn't we?
Unpredictable, unforeseen.
So audience, complicated audience. Hey, they deserve the best. Can you guys see my dog's paw? You will be able to, yeah. Come here then, baby. Come on. Oh. Right, to my YouTube audience. Right. Say hello to my beautiful puppy. Yeah. This is my beautiful doggy, Freya. Say hello, everybody. He is a beautiful pupper. The unfortunate thing is today it is well over 26 degrees. And so we haven't been able to go outside, which sucks. As my poor little pupper loves to run around, as she's a working Cocker Spaniel. But the weather is far too warm for her to be going out, unfortunately. But she's a beauty. She's a beautiful dog. Thank you. Beautiful pup. Heckin' good doggo. She is indeed. I love her to bits. Amazing pup. It's a she. And she likes chicken nuggets? Yeah. She loves anything. She'll eat bloody anything, I tell you. It's one of her annoying traits, is she'll literally eat anything. One of her biggest annoying things that she does. She is very food-driven. Does she eat cats? I think she'd try. She's got the working cocker inside of her. She'd give it a go. You'll leave now? Yeah, no worries, dude. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you joining the stream. We could go to the blue horror. 24 ammunition is insane, by the way. Probably because of Zinchian corruption. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Zinchian corruption that's like coming in clutch. Now, we decided that Freya is an amalgamation of all Chaos Gods. That's what we decided. She's an amalgamation of all Chaos Gods. Because she's got Nurgle Breath. She's like Khorne. She's got a bit of Sonesh in her. Got a bit of Khorne, got a bit of Nurgle. Got a bit of Zinch in her. Oh, nice, we one of the cults spread big. So we want to go this building. And then... yeah, we'll steal a bit of money here. I'm fine with that. Chaos Undivided Warhound, but also the Maw. Yeah, Sabertooth / Chaos Undivided. But no, she's a lovely dog. I'm very lucky. She is an unbelievably lovely dog. Beast Trudy. Yep, go on then. I have no interest in fighting him, I don't need to. 2,000 as well, keeps the economy floating. But it is crazy how much money you can get turn 1. Rip the Empire. Yep, they're going to be in a eternal turmoil now. Bashments of thingy become clear, nice, so 500 battle captives. So now you can see that if we go to Karl Franz, he's at war with all the Empire. Which now means that Vlad will come and clean up the entirety of the Empire because there's no contenders now. And as you can see, our boy Vlad is coming to like us. Vlad is in the process of becoming our best friend. Feels good, man. We're going to be best friends in no time, me and Vlad. Tell you that. Get rid of that building now. We no longer need you over here. We have the heroes off to make us a bazillion gold as well. Mount Gunbad. And then Kazakarak. And then we want to move towards Zanagrund. So we'll get visibility of the area as well, and we'll make an absolute ton of money while we do it. The good life. And look, this is an Empire Rebellion. So this is an Empire Rebellion that gets spawned as part of the things that we did. They'll always spawn around the Silver Pinnacle. Although I believe they always lose. I don't believe they win this. But it's very cool nonetheless. That they spawn. I'm a big fan that random things like this happen. Erin got up to 1,200 income. That's insane. Oh, sorry, guys. My camera came off. That's dope. As far as I'm aware, the income doesn't... Like, it doesn't steal the income. It just increases the income so both of you get the amount of income it suggests. That's pretty darn cool. So yeah, this is basically what I wanted to demonstrate. Yeah, is the insane snowball that you can do as the Changeling. Do you guys agree that this is a pretty much peak Empire, peak Zinchian Changeling snowballing? You'll be more of a believer when you see how much money we'll be getting a turn as well. You'll become more of a believer when you see that. When you see how much cash we're making, you'll be like, God damn, I'm a believer. Pretty great. Yeah, happy to hear it. 12,000 feels a lot of armies? Yeah, it would. Basically like 3 mid-game armies. The first time ever, I'm going to consider using a dark magic. Oh my god, it actually is doing a lot of damage. Have they changed the way this works? That seems slower. That actually works so goddamn well. Or did we get lucky, I think? We might have just gotten lucky. Let's not jump to conclusions. Probably just got hella lucky. No go lifeless spells are just one of my favorite. Yeah, Rented Visitation is very powerful. It's what the only answer you had against the likes of Helm Ghost used to be. Make it like Flamestorm. It might be like that. They slowed it down a lot. Oh, really? Nice, like that. The things in the woods actually suck. No, they don't suck. They're just very squishy. Very, very squishy unit. They're like corn dogs. I think it was 4.0. Yeah, that was not long ago, was it? A couple days ago. Or however long it was. Yeah, like 5 days ago, maybe? Okay, another inside of here. Good, we got the best building we wanted. I'm looking forward to when this starts making more money as well. Ah, shoot, I forgot to put a building in here that spreads it. I'm an idiot. But we're getting to the point where it's going to be pretty damn crazy.
Foibles, immortal strength.
Alright, Flansburgh. Boom, 8% chance, please. So as long as I'm able to demonstrate that this is insanely good snowballing, I'm going to be a happy bunny. Because by turn 15, you pretty much set yourself up for success. You know, finishing off your first scheme. Turn 8, turn 9, first scheme is pretty sick. But Desire, I'll have to test it more often, honestly, for me to be able to confirm it. Non-aggression, no thank you. It'll make more money, probably declaring war on you and then thing like that.
The fruits of manipulation ripen so nicely.
Nice chapter, House of Knowledge. To grab that. Parchment of Ink, let's check. Huh. It didn't... The battle captives didn't consider it then. Move towards the settlement. It should be like here, right? No, it's here. Oh, wow. It's way further than I thought. So 1.5 thousand gold will be coming up real soon, which I am more than happy to take. Yeah, we'll take it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more turns. So yeah, turn 15, and the campaign is in such an amazing state. Only issue that you have is once you finish the scheme, it's hard to know where to go next. Because you have a Trickster... we have a Rift, Trickster Rift over there. I mean, we could just go north. Might be time to go beat Festus up if we wanted to. Because here's where, like, the trickiness comes. We can teleport anywhere we want. We'll be doing that naturally. Could go get a Skaven Warp Doom Rocket if we wanted to. Dan, should we go get a Doom Rocket? Because this one's not that bad as long as you do the Corruption, kill Orion, and then just infiltrate a settlement hero. Okay, go on then. I'll do the donut next. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a rift here, I think. No, I'd need 2 rifts, wouldn't I? We have 2 rifts. So if I do the Bretonian one, if I go and increase, but what we're waiting on? 1 turn and Lord Recruit rank? Don't care about that. If we do a... yeah, Bretonian and Athalothan. Is it more efficient to walk this way? It probably is. It's false march. One of them has ward save plus the whole army. Let's have a look, Nito. Let's have a look, buddy. Flies. Recruitment capacity. Remorse a turn. Austria, maybe? Ooh, Lord Croak would be insane. Yeah, getting the Sword of Cain one though is pretty damn cool. So what we'll do is we'll go teleport to the Sword of Cain. We'll set up the rift here, and then set up the rift and the donut. Herald or Chaos Sorcerers? Great question. My personal preference in the early stages of the game is getting the Sorcerer Lords because they're tankier. But the Heralds are better mages. The Heralds are better mages fundamentally, but these guys are just tankier and more durable. You can utilize them in melee if you need to. But the latter is squishier, but they'll get more value overall. You can get to like 70 to 80% spell reduction on Croak. Oof, tasty. Oh, it's a minor one, right, Nito, thank you. The beat 12 dwarves gives some ward save, but I think it's characters only in the Empire tab, right? Okay, I can have a look, Rathbon. Yeah, this is exactly what I was mentioning. Did I tell you, or did I not say this is exactly what's going to happen? Vlad's going to take over the entirety of the Empire now because they're in civil war. And me and Vlad are going to become like this. We're going to become best friends. So now we're going to have to put in the diplomacy building in there. So now we have the rift here. Let's go make the one in the donuts.
I love Loki. What trickster wouldn't?
So this is now this turn. So this is... get ready for another 2,000 a turn, probably. 2,219. Only turn 12, boys. Only turn 12 as well. That's turn 12, another additional 2,200. And then we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Boom. Another 743, and it'll keep scaling up because I haven't even put the good building in yet. And we ain't done yet. 3 more turns and we get another 1,000. So now, we are rocking in with 5,100 trickster income. And so, yes, indeed, you guessed it right. We can recruit another army if we wanted to. Which, as I'm sure you can imagine, I'm going to. Because around this area, we have the wonderful Needling. And we're going to start recruiting some Chaos Warriors and run around the place and beat things up. As you can see, Vlad is going to love us momentarily, I would say. He's going to start loving us soon. Although he hates us with aversion, we're going to basically manipulate him into liking us.
It was I who let Slanesh's precious silver apples of knowledge rot.
Good. 2 turns, we'll go to the donut and do the exact same thing, as long as we get more Zangors, really. The only thing we need is more Zangors. Anyone else experiencing frame rate? Hey, Alex, welcome to the stream, buddy. After the update, my PC can't handle 40 units on screen. Really? No. I have been very blessed in that I honestly have not ever really had frame issues playing this game. Like, my game has always run really, really, really well. Let's get the three grand there. This is why we declare that war on them earlier on. Because eventually, you can scamaz them for a ton of money. Do that, and then declare war on Clan Angrund. Oh, you got no money left.
Mighty am I.
So now we have the money that we need, and we can actually go ahead and throw these buildings in, and then do the same over here, because it's 4% instead of 2%. So the parasitic variant of it is way better, and we have the money to boot, so we don't have to worry. Blood Cops will be really hard in a head-to-head. Jesus Christ. Not that anyone would ever agree to fight the Trickster one-on-one. Yeah, no. You'd have to be an absolute lunatic. Because if I were to do a 1 versus 7 versus my community, I would 100% just play the Changeling and just laugh. Too good of advancing. Yeah, Kairos gets very powerful. You used to have no frame rate problems. Now it's janky as hell. Have you got up-to-date drivers? And have you made sure to... what's the word? Have you made sure that you've... Is that another turn? Because I've got a force match. Have you made sure that you have checked your files of the game as well? Check your files, make sure your drives are updated. All that kind of good stuff. I don't think Black Crag makes as much money. So now what we want to do is get the parasitic building in here.
Change is progress.
Mount Gunbad. Let's get the spreading on the go. Again. We want to spread our cults everywhere, that's the plan. We're like Oprah, but for cults. You get a cult. You get a cult. That's the goal. End turn, I'm going down to 3 FPS. Let's Alt-R it. I'm rocking... How much FPS? Yeah, apparently I'm on 4 FPS. Wow. Apparently I was rocking and rolling with 4 FPS on the end turn. But I suppose it kind of makes sense. You're not really doing anything. And there's like hundreds of factions doing stuff. He was strength rank 1, Wrath? Yeah, he's an absolute lunatic with how quickly he snowballs nowadays. No! Scarstic's attacking Kazakarak. I don't want that. Please have a good garrison. I want Thorgrim to win, because I'm going to make more money from him. Look at that, 1.6k now. Beautiful, because they've put the gold building in there. I'm like rooting for the AI to do better. Let's reverse the rifts. We could go to Vlad, but I'd rather go to the donut. Rift is entered. Hey, little broomstick. This. Who would say this on the Twitch? This or these? I'm trying to think who he might be, Broomstick. I think Dizzy has his name normally. Mons Chief. Let's go into unit experience now. I think getting our Zangors higher tiers, I'm not having a problem with that. Generate some cults as well. Look how much money we're making. It's so ridiculous how much you snowball in a Changeling. I would happily wager this is one of the best ways of snowballing. Like, I'm relatively confident that what I'm doing now is pretty much the most optimal. This isn't Twitch, true. I'm pretty sure what we were achieving in this campaign is near enough the most optimal way of playing the Changeling. The only issue that I have now is figuring out how to do another scheme quickly. My next goal would be figuring out how to do a secondary scheme fast, because I've only nailed the first one so far. This first 2 hours. This is giving me real Monster Chief energy. Alright. Okay. Both one was really annoying. How so? I think it's relatively easy as long as you go. The easiest way you can do it is if... Ooh, Nuln's got a cult. Nice. So, with the schemes, Ulthwan, just taking one of them is one. Elariel's the second one, which is right here, which if you drop here when you do... If you come here quickly like I can, and then you go to the Shrine of Cain and do that one, and it's a ticking time bomb. So now we'll have already finished this one. It is I thought so. I know you too well, Mons Chief. I know you too well, lad. But yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure to give it a like as well, boys. Appreciate you. I have no idea how what it does for streaming in general on YouTube, but I think it probably helps. But I appreciate it. And regarding the what's the terminology that I'm trying to think of here? What is it? Membership things like that. If anyone has any suggestions, I'm all ears. Can you get the Sword of Cain? You can indeed. You most certainly can. Alright, so Alera's going to be a little bit annoying, but with the forms we have available to us, we can just run her down, I think. Why Zangors are so incredibly good. Out of there. So we'll move here then. Just so insane that you just have everyone. Vanguard. Raising gates. It works for scheme objective. Right, I'll give that a shout. Go. If we see... Oh, I'm actually going to change into Manfred already, because he has Arcane Conduit. Because you can see here, we're getting it at 9 seconds. It should go to 7. Yep, it's gone to 7 because of Arcane Conduit. Even though it doesn't tell me that I have it, I actually do. Now it's telling me. So just by changing, we gain Winds of Magics 2 seconds faster, which massively adds up. Massively adds up. Oh. So like little things like that massively help. Will you stream? Hey Espen, good to see you, buddy. Will I stream mostly on YouTube or Twitch moving forward? Mostly on Twitch still, but I will be. I'll basically aim to either make a live stream happen on Twitch, excuse me, on YouTube every day, or a video every day. So depending on which one, which happens, yeah, expect either a video or a video or a live stream. Sorry. Because like I said, I was made redundant on Thursday, so we're now streaming full time. So depending on which is more achievable on that day, we'll do. So I'm going to cancel that, buffer this, and then cast Final Transmutation over here. Good. Flock of Doom is Flock of Doom that costs 3 times as much. No, Final Transmutation is better in every way because of the fact that it does single target damage as well. I have way more issues with live streams, buffering than similar. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe if there's anything on my end, I'll do my best. Video? Yeah, a video or a live stream. Videos or a live stream is what I'll try and do. At least. Over here. Get summons out when we can. Good. Healing over there. Chasing the eagle down. Take over the Legends channel for him now. It's his channel, man. That's his hard work. You know, I aim to put in my own hard work to get to that point, you know? I'll just you at the live streams as well. Oh, okay, fair enough, Aspen. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for letting me know. Put in the Final Transmutation, and that's her probably gonzo. The unfortunate thing about blues is they suck against high elves massively. Oh, forgot about these guys.
No lingering!
Nice. Final Transmutation should just finish Solarial here as well. I want to make sure that she's dead because she has a lot of access to healing. So, Final Transmutation should kill her in that, I believe. Yep. Boom. Move here now. Nice. It's considering me a caster as well. This way. Move over. Ah, is that my... Oh, it's a summon. Nice. These summons are so goddamn useful. You just being about consistent? Yeah. Well, no, I've hardly streamed on... Like, this is what, my 3rd or 4th stream on YouTube, so... You know. One of those things where I have to kind of build up and, like you say, be consistent. And then people, you know... Once they know me more and, you know, get to know the stream... Get to know the vibes... You know. That's when it starts, you know, starts building up. Just got to keep at it. But in fairness, if YouTube streaming keeps picking up, then, you know, I'd happily switch over. But yeah, to put it in perspective, I'm the top 0.2% of Twitch right now. So right now, it doesn't seem viable. Doesn't seem viable swapping over just yet. Go. If you guys don't know my Twitch, it's the same. It's the same name as my YouTube name, Twitch. Just Battlesey. It's where I'm going to be streaming my Thoric campaign. I'm going to continue on my Thoric campaign. Why not do both? I am doing both. I can't do it at the same time, though. Against Twitch regulations, doing it at the same time. Only until recently, Twitch partners, which is what I am, I wasn't able to stream on YouTube as well. But now they've made it so you can stream separately of each other. As long as it's not at the same time. Sweet. Valerial dead. That is Valerial dealt with. I tend to get Scrag every time I play the Changeling. Scrag's not too bad. Very good melee fighter alongside decent magic and healing. Got Grimgore twice yesterday and stopped playing the Changeling in 6 turns. I got Manfred this time and it was really good. But he needs a little bit of levels until he gets the point where he has Hungering and stuff like that. Once he gets access to Hungering, it's huge. Kick allows multi-stream now? Yeah, but I don't know if I want to stream on YouTube and Kick at the same time, you know? But it's a valid point. I probably should try and do Kick on YouTube. Because does YouTube allow you to multi-stream? I think it does, right? Right, so now we've got Alariel's Form. That's one of them. And then we've got another one. Wow, 50% casualty replenishment rate. And then should have done another scheme. Yep, boom. So already in the first one, we've done 2. You got a carry? The carry's not bad at all, man. Oh yeah, all the gates. Wait, hold on. Wait, I wonder if Eagle, Griffin, Phoenix, Unicorn Gate is probably the easiest one to finish this one. Oh wow, it's a lot of reserves as well. Chaos Bones will attack all settlements within the inner ring. Yeah, that seems so much easier. Yeah, Nito, you're right. Doing the gates seems way better. I think I'd rather get the Sword of Cain though. It's so much cooler. Give YouTube a 5-minute delay, it's not the same. I wouldn't want to risk it, you know. I spent two and a half years, almost 3 years, on building up my stream on Twitch. YouTube kick Facebook all at once. I mean, you can't blame them, right? They're just playing the game. You cannot blame him, he's just playing the game. Maybe we do Phoenix Gate next. Phoenix Gate, Unicorn Gate, Griffin Gate, Eagle Gate, and then finish the scheme off. But wait, does the scheme itself give me the Sword of Cain? No, it doesn't. Yeah, what I'm probably going to do, raise Phoenix Gate, go to the Shrine of Cain, come back to the gates while that's building. Yeah, like you say, I think that's the best idea. Seems like the smartest thing for me to do. Put the Spine Champs in here. This scheme gives me the Sword of Cain? Wait, are you serious? It doesn't say that it does, though. If I do this scheme... Oh, I'm meaning the grand scheme. Yeah, no. I know this one does. I know this one does. I thought you meant if you do the if you do this grand scheme. I'm trying to like min-max it, but this one takes a long time because it's like 12 turns to build it at least minimum, right? It takes like at least 12 turns to do that. Boom! Look at this. Look at the amount of money we're making, lads. Right, if any of you guys, I challenge my YouTube audience. If you guys can beat this, turn 15, you can beat 7,000 Trickster Cult income, turn 15, making this amount of money, because this is what I'm going to do. This is what I need to do. This is what I'm going to try and get into, well, condensed into a video, like a proper video. But this is what I've theory crafted and what I'm very proud of, and I think it's pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with it. But we could easily get the gates down as well. Could easily tackle those, and we've got a lot of people around as well. We'll build up to the Chosen as well for this building. Because we're building that already as well. Upgrade that. Oh, nice. We spread it to null. So do this one. Do this one. I'll do that one as well. Squeeze in another Trickster Cultist from the tech tree early. I don't think so. Because you have to do specific rewards through schemes to unlock them, right? Worst case vassal cheese. Oh no, I need to. I was meaning specifically for the Changeling. Because you unlock them through... Yeah, like here, for example. Does the Empire have one? Yeah, you do. You actually do. But you gotta get 15 land battles, man. 10% all characters is nuts, too. Ica Claw has no equals. Then we have the Changeling, who can turn into Ica Claw and use Doom Rockets. Yeah. Harold Hammerstorm, thank you. Because of good to get 2 schemes done there too. Not a good income. Yeah. I guess it depends if you want to try and finish off this. What would you need? Infiltrate all 3 settlements? Well, yeah, you could technically do that with all 3 there. You could build towards that, potentially. Raise the corruption here as well. That's miles away. I mean, technically, you could probably, if you path it correctly, when you finish this over here, if you were to create a rift in the Empire, walk north, and then create one in Kislev, you could then finish off the Kislev one quite quickly as well. And you'll get another rift, and then you can probably put the rift here, and then teleport to the donut. But yeah, you get way less money. Because the problem with getting way less cash is that you won't be able to snowball as hard. Can't use ambush battles? Yeah, it's sad. Do I make it gold? No, I don't have them yet, no. Yeah, but Pablo, I think you're onto something there. I'd have to test it out and try it. I'd have to play with it and see what I could do there, honestly. Seems like a valuable strategy, for sure. Definitely seems like something you could do. But you'd struggle finishing the last one, like I said, so you'd have to probably jump over. Non-aggression? No, okay, I'm going to beat you up. Hey, Merrick, good to see you, buddy. Hope I'm well. I'm doing lovely. How are you, my friend? I'm doing lovely. Dubstream. Hey, Double, how are we doing, handsome? How are we doing, handsome? United against us? Makes sense. Anyone that you're at war with that I can then use to speak to you? Because Tyrion will already be at war with, right? Yep. Who else is at war with you? United against us.
Can I offer assistance?
Speak, malevolent protector of.
Oh, these guys. 700. Take a free 700. Good, thank you. Happy to hear it, matey. A crazy strong caravan event with Cathay, giving 3 Celestial Dragon Guard. Nice. They need to buff up what Cathay can have access to, honestly. I don't know if you guys agree, but I feel like they need to buff Cathay caravan recruitment. It feels absolutely garbage right now. It feels absolutely garbage right now. Versus the last one would be Hell Pit, which is fairly rough early fight. Yeah, it depends if you get lucky and Throt's not in it. You can time it right with that. Yeah, you could definitely catch up with it. Alright. Alright. You don't give much money for killing them anymore? Yeah, true. But it's more so for the player's quality of life, having an army that doesn't just fold against pretty much anything that fights you. And by the mid-game, everyone's at war with you anyway, so everywhere it goes is in trouble. It wouldn't be as much of a problem if you didn't have to fight as much as you do. But since you are fighting as much as you are, you need a little bit of assistance, you know? Just IMO. Yeah, Monster Chief, what's up, dude? Wait, who's Little Broomstick then? I thought Little Broomstick was you, Monster Chief. Or have you logged on as 2 accounts? Very confused. I think they should have it just tech related. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad because it'll align with then it would align with snowballing to the mid game, right? Get towards the walls as soon as we can. Ah, shoot, we couldn't transform. Oh, we're not gonna be able to transform yet.
Eradicate these puppets.
We're gonna avoid these 4 towers as soon as we can because my god, they're hurting us. Is this like a Spartacus moment where all of you guys are gonna say you're Spartacus? You're all going to say you're Spartacus. But in this case, it's Mons Chief. No, I am Mons Chief. Now it is I, Mons Chief here. Taking a while to get through. It's taking a wee while to get in here. Lucky for me, shades are pretty trash in melee. You're Garfield? God damn it. This is just going to become a thing, isn't it? This is just going to become a community YouTube thing, isn't it? Sorry, I said this. I won't. Alright, let's transform. Get the additional replenishment. I wonder, yeah, I think conduit should stack now. Yep. 5 seconds now, big. Go towards the juicy vampire magic. Start throwing down Zombuanis. The blues are always to sacrifice anyway, so we're not too worried. What the blues are good for is being sacrifice. Don't have your Mons Chief? I see. See where this is going. Given that you're like 3 times as good as me, how many full stacks of standard Chaos armies do you think you could defend a settlement against with a stack of ambushes and a mage? Probably easily the full stack of 4 without too much difficulty at all. Depends on how high the tier of the settlement is as well. But I mean, ambush with a snipe, you got to remember that you can just cheese so much. You can just go aggressive onto the first army and probably kill the majority of them before reinforcements come in, and just have fighting forces or squads around the reinforcement zones and just shoot with snipe, because the AI won't probably be smart enough to react properly to them. So I would say easily 4 armies without much of a problem, and very little losses. But it depends on the compositions and on what you've given them now. I would say, generally speaking, not a lot. I wouldn't lose a lot. As ambushes, power creep are pretty damn apparent, especially with snipe on turn 2. Arguably one of the strongest units in the game. So dirty. It's the fact that you get them so quick as well. Like, Shades would have loved that. Shades, that's the wet dream of a Shade. You can't get sniper Shades. You can increase the range by quite a lot, but you can't give them snipe. The only thing that annoys me is it invalidates a lot of other units within the roster that there's just no point using. Like, I've said this for a while, since the release. The entirety of Mother Ashanka's identity is ruined because of the fact that ambushes are so good. It's like, in what world would I run around with anything but the ambushes? In what world would I ever want to do that? And alongside that, you can get them, you have boyers and not hag lords, so why would I want to run around with spiders when theatrically, you know, thematically it doesn't fit. Just stacked up 4k gold damage value each? Yeah, easily. They're absolutely bonkers. Are these hag lords? Yep. If they don't come back to the DLC and add in hag lords, I'd be very upset with them. I'll be very disappointed with it overall. If they don't come back, revisit the DLC, and then give them hag lords, I'll be pretty big sad about that. It's decent damage. MW's wins the diff. Hey, Delicious, good to see you, buddy. Would be an OP as hell. I mean, the heroes are OP, in fairness, not wrong. But let's be honest, it's better than nothing. I'd rather have an OP as hell unit than have no option there, personally. At least give me an option for it. Oh, we're going to lose the chariot, boys. It's a GG. Everyone say goodbye to the chariot. Oh my god, never mind. Potentially. Pause. Never mind. How do they still have control of these towers, by the way? There's no one up there. Okay. The heroes eat arrows? I mean, anything that is a large entity like them will... You just gotta be very careful with them. Keep doing final transmutations, honestly. It's the best option for me here. There is, they don't want to give Kizled instant access to hags because then you'd hire them over boys as scaffolding. But then make boyers better. Like, I don't think that's an excuse. I don't accept that as an excuse, you know? Just make boyers better and actually viable then. How do they still have ammunition? This doesn't make any sense. These towers should not be shooting still. Like, little things like this that always confuse me.
Empower me. My soul's linger.
This should not be shootable. Like, there shouldn't be ammunition or anyone here. Do I have to send somebody up just to go cap it? I think I do.
Hearken to my will.
Celestial Guard treatment. Yeah, Celestial Guards are actually viable. Jesus, they're so accurate. Yep, that's a chariot gone. Chariot is now dead because of a bug. Maybe not. Pause, champ. Nope. Yep, you're dead. Okay, well, that's it. Yep, no worries. That is a definite bug. There's no way that's not a bug. But it is what it is, boys. It is what it is. They shouldn't be, the towers shouldn't be shooting, and they shouldn't have been shooting that entire time. Here, God, Dark Elves are such a pain in the nuts to fight, man. I tell that for sure. Just endless Dark Shards murdering you. We actually might lose this, I'm not gonna lie, especially with the chariots getting killed the way they did. This is actually losable. Wait, how is this tower still not mine? I've captured this point. Oh, it's two different separate locations, isn't it? I always forget they're individual. Dude, this is actually losable. This is wild. Just because of this doing so much goddamn damage. Is it bugged out? I think we can keep circling and cycling Arcane Surges hopefully here. This will give 2 Winds of Magic, I think. Barriers are generated over here, which is nice. Raquel is going to get his butt kicked by the mage. Probably should get a Steam Tank in, you're not wrong. Just not worth bringing him in too close, though. The only problem with Steam Tanks is they get shot like crazy. They're so easy for them to shoot, especially with how much range they still have on the board. There we don't have more casts available to us. The Cockatrice gets his dancing shoes on, we might be alright. Keep the hero moving. Shut down the range units where we can. Because like the bug tower is going to crush the Steam Tank by quite a lot. Is there actually someone bugged on here? Maybe a dead entity is scouting? Potentially? Not sure though. There's always a chance like a random dead entity is counting here. Or doesn't make any sense. Might be the case. Okay, shut down these guys at the back line now and we should be fine. Although very costly. We should be able to clutch it out. Yeah, ammo bonus. We lost all of our replaceable units, so I'm not too bothered. Undermanned for by accident. Yeah, maybe bloody so. Maybe bloody so, but we can easily replace a lot of these units. Because the Dark Elves are always a pain in the nuts to fight, honestly. They're always very, very painful to fight. Because naturally, that's just sort of the way that they work, you know? They're very, very strong. But this is sort of what I wanted to demonstrate. I'm very happy that we came live. We showcased to you beautiful, wonderful folks how you can do it. This is the goal, and we basically made sure that we snowballed and went sicko mode, and I'm happy to see it. Yeah, a ton of money. I think you've got to raise them, right?
We do not fear death.
Not mistaken.
The Changeling.
Just throwing some regiments around and the rest of that stuff.
Always scheming.
More than happy with that. Oh, was it? No, we lost tons of units for the auto-resolve. It is raise, right? Oh, raise or sack, so you can put cults in them. Oops. It doesn't matter. We're currently hidden from here. We could put Zangors in here. It could be a time that we just chill out, put Zangors, recover, and then just take the rest of this and teleport over. Should be able to teleport over, I believe. Should be fine to do so. But, guys, I'm going to end this stream here. Thank you so very much for the support on today's stream. I appreciate the very first super chat we've had on YouTube. Super cool. Really appreciate the support on the old super chats. Like I said, the first time I've ever had that one. And to the members and things like that, I'll be trying my best to make sure that the emotes and stuff you guys have available to you is as cool as I possibly can make it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you. You can't teleport? That sucks. Add up to sensitive region. Right, I'm going to have to go north then. You're channeling, can the AI see you? As long as there's a cult nearby, then no. You need to make sure that you've got a cult nearby, because then you'll just naturally be hidden. But folks, yeah, like I said, thank you very much for watching the stream. Thank you very much for supporting the content. Appreciate all the lasagna we shared. Yeah, no worries, bud. Yeah, guys, have a fantastic rest of your week. I hope you guys stay blessed. And yeah, thank you for spending time with me. And yeah, massively appreciate it. Boys, take care of yourselves. Have a good one. And like I said, thank you for hanging out. Take care of yourself, boys. Goodbye for now. Bye. We'll be